There's a song we used to sing in primary school. Nampenda mpenda, nani, nampenda mpenda, nani, msichana mmoja. Ai, sikuli, nani, ai, silali, nani, ai, siogi. No, not quite. The song describes a love that has gripped you to a point where you can't sleep and you can't eat. It has you incapacitated. Given love's ability to distort your reality as you have created it, I put it to you today that our preparation for it is disproportionate to its importance in our lives. From about 6 years old then, now about 4 years old, children are taken to school in a bid to prepare them to be independent, to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. 8, 4, 4. For 16 years, we're prepared to contribute meaningfully to the economy. But where is our preparation for the often confusing, conflicting, convoluted, and sometimes downright cruel world of personal relationships? We appreciate our relationships' grip on our overall happiness and well-being. But where is our preparation for the joy, responsibility, and honor of another human being deciding that they want to be with you for the rest of their lives? In response to this question, one of the answers that gets thrown around is, well, you have to give it 100%. You have to give it your all. What I'm telling you today is that though effort is integral, it does not a guarantee provide. In February of 2017, I was in what many would refer to as a committed relationship. My then girlfriend had taken great pains and had gone to great lengths to impress upon me just how important Valentine's Day was to her. She had asked me to bring it. If you know anything about Patrick Mwancha, when you ask me to bring it, I bring it. I knew I had to make this a Valentine's Day she would never forget. In the run-up, I called my flower guy and I ordered 2 bouquets of roses with specific instructions as to when they should be delivered. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I had hatched a plan. My plan was simple. She would receive a gift every hour, on the hour, from 8 a.m. through to 5 p.m. I couldn't do this alone. At the time, I was the legal and marketing director of one of Eastern Africa's leading consultancy firms. Enter agent codename E and agent codename Mo. Her colleagues, who were more than happy to help me make this day even more special. Their mission was to plant the gifts and to place the sticky notes. I had prepared a number of sticky notes with sweet, cute, and silly messages which I had handed over to my trusted and valued agents to plant on her desk anytime she stepped away from it, so that when she should come back, she would find a pleasant surprise. I decided, to allay suspicion, that I would deliver the first gift myself. In a small gift bag was a single, solitary apple delivered with a note which was enclosed in a red envelope, which simply read, "You are the apple of my eye." I made sure to order her lunch because on her special day, she couldn't eat what the common riffraff were eating. Your girlfriend maybe, not mine. I picked her up at 5 p.m. and I was her gift at the end of the day. At the end of the day, when I dropped her home, she had given me the best gift she could possibly have given, her tears of joy. As I was driving home in a pearl white Toyota Land Cruiser V8, 60th anniversary edition ZX, with the leather seats, Omera. If you know Jatelo, you know. If there were boyfriend awards, I'm not saying I would win, but I would be a contender. Over the next couple of days, without any provocation, I would go, is it me you're talking to? What I did for Valentine's Day? No, I couldn't possibly tell you. No, me? No, well, if you insist. Despite all of my effort and the efforts of Special Agent E and Special Agent Mo, we broke up. Effort alone cannot guarantee the success of a relationship. Imagine with me for a moment you were building your dream home, and you wanted it to be beautiful. I mean gorgeous. You gave it your all, you put your heart and soul into it, but then disaster strikes, and your home gets destroyed. You have a brilliant idea. Because you invested so much in the foundation, you're not going to invest as much because you don't want to get as financially exposed. So you work on your new home, and because you are now cost-savvy, you don't invest in the foundation. And we all know if you don't build the foundation, what happens? Disaster strikes again. But you're brilliant. You tell your friends, in fact, these are the witches of my village. They will not stop me. You have a brilliant idea. Because you invested so much on the fixtures and the fittings, and the home fell, what you're going to do this time round is that you're not going to invest as heavily in the fixtures and the fittings. What you end up with is a home that even you would not want to live in. When the relationship ends and you go through your process, we all have a process. For some, it's drinking apple juice. Amma, what were you guys thinking? For others, it's going for sleepovers at their mother's house, at their brother's house, at their sister's house, at their cousin's house, you know, sleeping around. While for others, it's time and space. I was watching an episode of Air Crash Investigations the other day, and the thing I found held the key to the reason the aeroplanes were crashing, you will not be entirely surprised to find out, was the black box. What are the 3 lessons we can learn from the black box? For one, a common misconception is that the black box is black. It is, in fact, not black. It is international orange. So if you think it's just your local orange, you are mistaken. This orange is international. The takeaway from this is that what you expect to find as you go through the wreckage of your relationship will not be what you find. You have to be willing to look at the relationship impartially and ask yourself the hard questions. What was your contribution towards the demise of your relationship? What did you not do, and what could you have done better? The other thing about black boxes is they are notoriously difficult to track. It can take up to 2 years just trying to find one. The journey of introspection is a long and arduous one. As you journey inward, you have to be willing to ask yourself, how did my previous relationship contribute to my behavior in my current relationship? Did it make me a better partner, or did it take away from the relationship? How did my friends contribute to the relationship? Was their guidance helpful, or was it hurtful? Religion, family, culture, work, all of these are major themes that have the ability to impact the course of your relationship. You have to ask yourself, how did all of these come into play in my relationship? You must take personal responsibility to make sure that history does not repeat itself. Do not make the same mistakes you did in your previous relationship in your new relationship. And do not make your partner pay for your previous partner's mistakes. And finally, if you want to find out why your relationship plane crashed, you must find the black box. As a certified professional mediator specializing in family mediations, the common denominator in most mediation matters is a breakdown in communication. Talk to your partner. Talk to them about your hopes and your dreams. Tell them about your fears and your insecurities. Show them. Help them understand when they hurt your feelings, and appreciate them when they make you happy. To quote the great scholar Big Sean in his joint thesis with Justin Bieber, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. My mother normally says to my sister and I, being the only unmarried ones in the home, when you're looking for a partner, look for somebody who is kind, somebody who loves God and who will help you to love God. Do not be with somebody for the sake of your friends, because your friends will only be with them some of the time. Do not be with somebody for the sake of your family, because your family will only be with them some of the time. Be with somebody for you, for your own sake, because you will be with them all of the time. She always ends by saying, whoever you bring, as long as they make you happy, I will love them as my child. If you follow my mother's advice, then maybe, just maybe, your next Valentine's will be even more awesome than my last.